叫十二字以陈龙为首，还是支持陈龙的态度？一魔针，引！往圣传承。
我贪狼愿以尔等血肉神魂为祭，恭迎朝夕令牌降临。第二元神。
Guided by Zhou Yi's divine sense, Wang Lin discovered 6 people ahead, 5 disciples of the great Luo sword sect and Tan Lang. A flash of joy in the eyes of the 5 made him realize they were not on Tan Lang's side, they were asking for help. Wang Lin decided to reveal himself. One great Luo disciple shouted, "Wang Lin," from the All-Seer sect. Sword Qi erupted, transforming into a ferocious steed that charged forward. Wang Lin remained calm. Is this how you treat guests? Boom. The life imprint spread outward, stopping the steed in its tracks before twisting and seizing the flying sword itself. The disciple spat blood. You! Shenlong raised his hand. Stand down. He cupped his fists. Fellow Taoist Wang, my junior brother, was reckless. Please forgive him. Wang Lin held the sword, erased its divine sense imprint, and stored it in his storage bag. The death penalty may be spared. I will keep this sword. Shenlong's expression did not change. As it should be. Behind them, Tan Lang opened his eyes and spoke slowly. This fellow Taoist, state your name. Wang Lin looked at him directly. Wang Lin. Tan Lang narrowed his eyes. Early stage ascendant. Yet your divine sense is peculiar. Did you come here for the token? Wang Lin smiled faintly. Senior Tan has remained here for 100 years. Surely not just to admire the mist. The atmosphere instantly froze. Shenlong's sleeve tightened. Tan Lang chuckled softly. Ha ha. Interesting. Very interesting. Wang Lin glanced at Shenlong, a sharp light flashing in his eyes. To endure to this extent, your schemes truly run deep. Tan Lang opened his eyes slightly and glanced at Wang Lin. Little brat, where is your companion? Why does he not dare show himself? Wang Lin replied calmly. He dislikes noise. Tan Lang snorted inwardly. 3 times I tried to act, and each time that divine sense appeared as a warning. Just who is it? Shenlong smiled and interjected. Brother Wang, this is Senior Tan Lang of the same generation as our master. Unfortunately, Senior was injured and his cultivation halted at late stage ascendant. Otherwise, we would not have been trapped here for 100 years. Wang Lin's gaze flickered. In a single sentence, everything was revealed. Tan Lang was severely wounded. He had been trapped for years, and he needed assistance. Shenlong continued, since Brother Wang and your companion have arrived, why not join forces to break the encirclement? Wang Lin asked. Break out. What lies outside? A herd of monster beasts. The only way out is through them. Suddenly Tan Lang turned toward the depths of the purple mist, his expression shifting. Fine. If you wish to charge out, this old man will lead the way. Shenlong lowered his head. Many thanks, Senior. The group swiftly flew toward the edge of the mist. The moment Wang Lin extended his divine sense outward, he inhaled sharply. These are Wen beasts. Outside, countless Wen beasts packed the void trunks raised high, their eyes filled with brutality. One great Luo disciple trembled. Back then, we were just like you, unable to believe our eyes. At that moment, the purple mist suddenly churned. Boom, boom. Tan Lang burst into loud laughter. It has finally arrived. The day the purple mist withdraws. He slapped his storage bag and summoned a small cauldron. Purple Qi, merge. Purple smoke enveloped his entire body. From the Wen beast herd outside came simultaneous shrieks like ghosts wailing and gods howling. The purple mist began shrinking at an astonishing speed. Shenlong's expression changed. Not good. Get out now. A disciple roared as Ling Tianhu's sword qi erupted. Break. The sword qi touched the purple mist and was instantly devoured. How is this possible? Tan Lang sneered coldly. Ling Tianhu's sword qi. Useless here. Purple qi spread inward from the edges, eroding everything. Shenlong looked at Wang Lin urgently. Brother Wang, where is your companion? If he does not act, we will all die. Tan Lang shouted from outside. Wang Lin, this old man does not wish to kill you yet. But if you hesitate, no one will be able to save you. Wang Lin retreated quickly, expression calm. Fellow Taoist Shenlong, even protecting myself is difficult. Other matters, forget them. You, Regret flickered through Shenlong's eyes. If I had decided to betray Tan Lang earlier, a disciple trembled. Eldest senior brother, what do we do? Shenlong fell silent. Master's sword Qi may not kill him, but if we do not gamble everything. The purple mist continued to contract as the Wen beasts shrieked toward the heavens. In the distance within the herd, one Wen beast slowly raised its head. Its trunk trembled slightly. In its eyes, a flicker of hesitation. The mist shrank madly. Zhou Yi urged anxiously, Wang Lin, if we do not leave now, even I will struggle to escape. Wong Lin coldly glanced at the 4 remaining great Luo disciples. Wait a little longer. A chill flashed in his eyes. 5 people, 4 strands of sword Qi, 5 swords. Shenlong looked at his junior brothers, lips trembling slightly. Forgive me. I have lacked decisiveness for 100 years. He gritted his teeth and pointed at his glabella. Slash. A crimson sword Qi tore through the void. Outside, Tan Lang snorted. As expected, you were hiding a trump card. The sword Qi tore open the purple key, creating a small gap. Shenlong shouted, I will go first. He rushed straight out. The gap closed instantly. Inside 4 remained. Wuma roared. He abandoned us. His eyes turned bloodshot. Kill Wang Lin. Even in death, drag him down with us. Zhou Yi transmitted. 10 breaths left. Wong Lin moved. A black shadow flashed past. Who? Slice. A head flew into the air. Junior brother. Another miserable scream followed. Who is it? An icy hand landed atop a skull. Boom. The body shriveled dry. Wuma trembled. Wang Lin, come out. The mist before him rolled. Senior brother. It's me. Wuma froze. Shoe dog. The instant he withdrew his sword Qi. Slash. A finger pierced directly into the glabella. Wuma's eyes bulged. Not willing. His body collapsed. Chu Yi shouted loudly. Enough. Sword light erupted, sweeping Wang Lin outward. Outside the purple mist, Shenlong was hacking his way through the herd of Wen beasts. Tan Lang, you dare harm my fellow disciples. Tan Lang smiled faintly. They chose it themselves. At that moment, Wang Lin appeared atop a flying sword. Tan Lang narrowed his eyes. Brat! His divine sense stirred slightly. Kill him! Hundreds of Wen beasts shrieked as they charged forward. Shenlong's expression changed. Be careful. But Wang Lin merely snorted coldly, a strange light flickering in his eyes as he looked at the beast herd. Suddenly, a completely different cry rang out, drowning the shrieks. Oh! The Wen beasts abruptly halted. A purple streak shot out like lightning, blocking Wang Lin's path. Tan Lang's face changed drastically. How is this possible? The purple Wen beast circled Wang Lin, emitting a low rumble. The Wen beasts ahead gradually lowered their trunks. Shenlong stared in shock. That one obeys him. Wong Lin gently stroked the Wen beast's head, his voice calm. Senior Tan, do you wish to capture me? Tan Lang's eyes darkened as his grip tightened on the small cauldron. Brat, you have hidden yourself very deeply. Wong Lin smiled faintly. Compared to Senior, I fall far short. Wong Lin's Wen beast let out a thunderous roar, its purple body streaking like lightning through the herd. Oh! It pressed close to Wang Lin, rubbing its head against his chest, its cry filled with excitement. The Wen beast herd hesitated. Why? Why have they stopped? Shenlong exclaimed. Tan Lang's eyes widened. Impossible. He immediately formed hand seals. 7 devil needles seal. From deep within the herd, the beast king, pierced by 7 needles, slowly flew out, its eyes blood red. Gra! The 7 needles sank another 3 inches. The Beast King trembled, unwillingness flashing in its eyes. Tan Lang shouted, Kneel for me. But resolve suddenly appeared in the Beast King's gaze. It raised its head and released a long, mournful cry. Wong Lin's Wen beast froze. You! It flapped its wings, rushed forward, and landed atop the Beast King's back. Slash! Its massive maw pierced straight into the opponent's body. Tan Lang's face changed. Stop! But it was too late. The Beast King gradually withered its eyes, shifting from unwillingness to relief. Wong Lin's Wen beast visibly grew larger, its purple deepening as its aura spread outward. It lifted its head and released a majestic roar. Boom! The entire Wen beast herd turned to look at Tan Lang. Not good, Tan Lang retreated. The herd charged simultaneously. Tan Lang hurriedly recalled the 7 needles. Silver light transformed into a protective screen around his body. You want to kill me? Dream on. Wong Lin said nothing, merely raising a hand. Finger of silence. A black finger wind tore through the void. Shenlong roared. Black dragon emerges. The great sword transformed into a roaring black dragon that lunged forward. Tan Lang sneered. Mere Junius dare. He slammed a claw against the cliff wall. Devours first form. Boom. Green qi poured out like a waterfall. The finger of silence was instantly stained green and disintegrated upon contact. The black dragon collided with the green torrent, exploded loudly and shattered. Shenlong spat blood. What divine ability is this? Tan Lang laughed wildly. Do you even understand what disparity means? He summoned a small mountain. Devours second form. Extract mountain soul. The mountain trembled as an ancient phantom was forcibly drawn out. The mountain soul of the immortal realm. The mountain soul descended, crushing the remnants of the black dragon. Shenlong's face turned pale. The immortal realm. Wang Lin's gaze turned icy. He pointed at his glabella. Celestial slaughter art. A torrent of slaughter qi surged forth. Scatter. Boom. Millions of strands of slaughter qi exploded within the mountain soul. But immortal energy swirled inside it, grinding everything to dust. Wang Lin spoke in a low voice. This mountain soul contains its own immortal energy. Tan Lang laughed arrogantly. This old man seized it tens of thousands of years ago. What can you possibly use against me? He broke free from the encirclement and rushed toward the shrinking sphere of purple mist. Boom. The purple mist shrank to 1 zhang, then 7 qi. Within it, an ancient token gradually appeared. Tan Lang's eyes flashed with greed. It has finally appeared. He stepped forward. At that very moment, all the Wen beasts howled simultaneously. Oh! The herd's aura surged to its peak. Wong Lin's newly ascended Beast King flapped its wings and blocked Tan Lang's path. Tan Lang ground his teeth. You dare block me as well? The Wen beast roared. Wong Lin said indifferently, Senior Tan, it seems your luck today is not very good. The Wen beasts screamed madly, each one streaking toward Tan Lang like a violet blade. Grah! Tan Lang's expression changed. You beasts get lost. Wong Lin's Wen beast shrieked sharply. Boom! All the Wen beasts suddenly emitted red light. Their bodies exploded into flesh and blood, only to instantly reform and regenerate beside Tan Lang. Shenlong's eyes widened. What divine ability is this? Tan Lang gritted his teeth. They cannot all be killed. At that moment, the purple mist in the distance contracted into a sphere, then vanished, revealing an ancient token floating in mid-air. Wong Lin's eyes lit up. That's it. Shenlong immediately rushed forward. The token is mine. Wong Lin moved as well, but suddenly stopped when he saw the sword qi in Shenlong's hand. Zhou Yi spoke solemnly. Ling Tianho's natal sword qi. Do not act rashly. Shenlong had already reached the token. From within the beast encirclement, Tan Lang roared. Devours third form. A small, translucent figure emerged from the herd. Wong Lin inhaled sharply. His second primordial spirit. The figure shouted, Divine lightning. Layers of black lightning crashed down. Shenlong gritted his teeth. I'll gamble it all. Sword qi swept across, tearing apart the divine lightning. The token belongs to me. He grabbed the token and turned to flee. Tan Lang went mad. Return it. Within the herd, his main body painfully took out a segment of sandalwood. Heaven-bewildering incense. I must use you. Green smoke spread outward. The Wen beasts began to slow. Tan Lang broke out of the encirclement and chased after Shenlong. Shenlong laughed loudly. Senior Tan Lang, many thanks. A dark glint flashed through Wang Lin's eyes. Freeze! An invisible strand of force coiled around Shenlong. His body stiffened instantly. Why? Can't I move? The ancient token slipped from his hand. Tan Lang's face lit with delight. Ha ha! He lunged forward. Wong Lin shouted again. Freeze! Tan Lang faltered for a single instant. That single instant, the immortal sword tore through the wind as Wang Lin seized the token. Tan Lang roared. Wang Lin! Wang Lin brushed past him and headed straight for the exit. Sunlight was already visible ahead. Tan Lang frantically slapped his storage bag. Heaven and earth reversal. World overturning. Boom. Black light burst from the great cauldron blanketing the space. Heaven and earth flipped. Wang Lin felt the world spin violently. When everything stabilized, he had fallen back into the purple mist, standing exactly where Shenlong had been moments ago. And Tan Lang now stood before the exit, only a single step from sunlight. Shenlong's face turned pale the moment positions changed. "We can't waste time." Grinding his teeth, he rushed toward the exit. Behind him, Tan Lang panted heavily. Seeing Wang Lin trapped within the mist, he sneered. "Brat, do you think switching positions can change fate?" Wang Lin did not answer. His gaze locked onto the cauldron in Tan Lang's hand. "So it's that?" Chui shouted. "I'll open a path. Take care of yourself." Boom! The immortal sword spiraled upward, tearing the mist apart. "Open." Wong Lin followed closely and burst out. Tan Lang immediately slapped his storage bag again. Landscape screen receive. A Tenjang folding screen unfolded mid-air. A terrifying suction force surged outward. Jui manifested expression stern. Sword key release. 2 strands of natal sword key shot straight into the screen. Without hesitation, Wang Lin turned and dove into the abyss below. Widen the distance first. Behind him, Tan Lang's second primordial spirit pursued closely. Thunder. 9 thunder orbs lined up and blasted forward. Wong Lin shouted, God-slaying war chariot. The thunder beast manifested and opened its maw, swallowing the thunder orbs whole. The second primordial spirit sneered, swinging a thunder hammer. Immortal extinguishing thunder. A blood-red lightning dragon crashed against the cliff walls. Rumble. Both sides of the abyss lit up as a massive lightning net engulfed Wang Lin. He immediately crushed a piece of blood jade. Defend. Dense crimson light blocked the lightning, though it trembled violently under the assault. Wang Lin gritted his teeth. I can't keep running. The 3-talent sword formation erupted. Freeze. The second primordial spirit stalled for an instant. Kill. 3 swords pierced through the lightning dragon and drove straight into the spirit body. Boom. Ling Tianhu's sword chi detonated within it. The mark at its glabella flashed madly. Crack! It shattered. Wong Lin rushed forward. Demonizing finger and finger of the yellow springs descended simultaneously. Explode for me. The second primordial spirit fractured. But at that very instant, an ancient primordial aura erupted. Above, Tan Lang suddenly coughed blood. No. Boom. The spirit body shattered completely. A streak of azure light shot out. A green dragon manifested, lightning coiling around its body. Roar! Heaven and earth changed color. Wong Lin's face went pale. A primordial lightning dragon. The azure dragon's gaze shifted, locking onto him. Damn it! Wong Lin immediately plunged deeper into the abyss. The lightning dragon roared and gave chase. The abyss below opened into a colossal vortex. Wong Lin clenched his teeth. I'll gamble once. He dove straight into the depths. The dragon followed, but the moment it entered, an overwhelming suction force dragged it downward. Roar! Lightning exploded wildly as the cliff walls shattered. Using the suction, Wang Lin carefully controlled his immortal energy to stabilize himself. Above, dragon roars echoed through the abyss. The entire chasm trembled violently. Fortune is sought within danger. Dao opportunities are seized amidst peril. If one desires fortune, if one desires Dao fortune, one must dare to step into deadly ground. The deeper they descended, the more terrifying the suction became. The azure dragon struggled frantically, lightning bursting around its body as it barely resisted the pull. Just as it prepared to break free upward, it suddenly froze and turned to look below. Not far beneath, Wang Lin clung to the cliff wall, carefully regulating his descent. The azure dragon released a thunderous roar. Instead of fleeing, it dove straight down. Wang Lin's face darkened. You hate me that much. Even sensing this suction, you refuse to flee and instead return for me. He immediately withdrew his immortal energy. His body lost control and fell even faster. The dragon missed its grab and roared in pursuit. 1 man and 1 dragon chased each other into the bottomless abyss. The lower they went, the stronger the suction became, like a colossal storm forming below. Suddenly, the azure dragon opened its mouth. A massive lightning sphere shot out, crashing downward like a heavenly tribulation descending. Cold light flashed in Wang Lin's eyes as he prepared to evade. But at that very moment, the lightning sphere abruptly froze mid-air, then bent sharply downward, plunging straight below. Wang Lin's expression changed. The suction below, is this terrifying? Without hesitation, he slapped his storage bag. The 3-talent sword formation shot out, stabbing deeply into the cliff wall. He gripped the swords tightly with both hands. Boom! The suction erupted. The lightning sphere was dragged downward like a stone falling into the abyss. Its electric glow briefly illuminated the depths, then rapidly shrank and vanished. For the first time, fear appeared in the azure dragon's eyes. It was no longer thinking about devouring Wang Lin. It was afraid. Within the inheritance of its ancient memories, it seemed to have witnessed such a scene before.